were originally. Click on the drop down, make that a third of May. Click that and click select and then schedule. So can you see they've all gone back to the 5th of May. So now what we want to do before we schedule is go to design building and addition.
Design building and addition.
Yeah, which is the very first activity.
Yeah.
Click on that one. Now, this is where when you're trying to do your progress for your program, when you're trying to do your progress for your program, go to the activity detail window. Where you are is the activity tab, but now we want to go to the activity detail window, which is at the bottom. The activity detail window, which is at the bottom. No, bottom, where you have your relationships and all that. Now click on general. General. Yes. So this is where we do progress, right? So we said our design building addition is starting on the 5th of May, right? And it's ending on the 23rd of May. Let's assume now that the 5th of May, the project manager has called you, SA, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. You okay? Right. You'll be pleased to know that we have done the design building addition. You would say, oh, really? You have done it? Oh, that's good to know. And it was done on the 5th of May. You'll say yes. So you now go to your status tab, which is at the bottom next to general. Go to status. So if you look at now, we'll say the original duration is 15 days, right? Actual is 0, remaining is 15, at complete is 15 days. So you say start date is the 5th of May. Tick that box where you have the start. Now, if you look at the top, if you go to your activity, you can see that that has started. Open that up. Open that your start a little. Open that your start a little. No, not that one. No, yeah. Go to start. Start your start column.
Start column.
Start
There,
column. Okay,
yeah.
yes. Open it a little. Open it on the other side a little bit. Can you see that your design building addition has started on the 5th of May, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, but you said it's finishing on the 23rd of May. So right now, can we take it that that is finished? Okay, let's say our data date is maybe around about the 13th. Click that it has finished because our date here is 26th of May. So click on your finished. Click on your finished. Not there. No, cancel. Cancel. Click where you clicked your start. Click your finished.
Yeah.
Click finish. Can you see that your schedule has turned blue?
Yeah.
Your Gantt chart has turned blue.
Okay, so when they finish that activities, this is where the thing
It turns blue, yes.
so you go
But
back,
if
you click on finish.
yes, that's
Then
because
you go, then you follow the second one.
yes, and has finished. So you go to the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the second one.
Okay.
So now we said the second one is starting on the 26th of May, right?
Yeah.
And it's finishing on the 20th of June.
Yeah.
Our date at the moment is the 26th of May, right?
Yeah.
But oh, suddenly I'm the project manager. And I remember I said, you know what? Actually, we have started the new office. When we started the design building addition, we decided straight away that we could do the new office building addition project.
Yeah.
So it started the same day as the previous one. So we want to change that now to a start relationship.
So the
Cancel,
5th.
no cancel, no cancel. I haven't told you to do anything.
Okay.
Go to relationships.
Relationships.
Relationship. Remember what we saw relationship? Yes. Yes. Click on that one. Right. So now we'll say we want it to start the same day as building design because at the moment, what you are seeing is a finish start relationship. So finish start relationship is one activity finishes and the next one starts. That is what I mean by finish start relationship. If you look at the bottom now, where you have the finish start relationship, there's a column there which says relations. Relations. Can you see that column there? It says relations.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, finish to start.
So if you click in there,
Start to start, right?
yes. So click it on start to start. Right. Now schedule again. Sorry, before you schedule, sorry. Okay, no, schedule. Let's see, schedule. Let's say we should do schedule.
Yeah.
Don't forget apply. Don't forget for you to do that, you have to apply selected data to all open. Yeah. Then schedule. Can you see that it says start to start? The
Yeah.
reason why it hasn't turned blue, do you know
Yeah.
the reason why it hasn't turned blue?
No.
Because we did not actualize it.
Mm.
So if you go to the status now, click on the status,
They
and then
changed it to
it
50.
has no, click on your stats, and then click on your finish, and then schedule it again.
So anytime you make any changes, you have to schedule.
You can make as many changes. Can you see now that we started it on the 5th of May?
Mm.
It's meant to finish on the 30th of May,
Yeah,
but we have completed it
that's right.
because you clicked on finished.
Mm.
On the in status, you clicked on finished on the 30th of May. But now
Mm.
unclick that finished in the 30th, which is 30th of May. Unclick that finish. Then schedule it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
So
this?
what it's telling you now is that you have started. I don't know why that has done already, something that you've done. It's saying that you have started, but you haven't finished. Okay, I see what is done. It's said that you have the remaining duration. Why did you do that? Original duration 20 days. There's something that has done. You've done. There's something that you've touched.
Mm.
It's supposed to be finishing on the 5th of May. It's so now
Well,
you've
look at this one, say
it
5th of
has
May.
changed. It's supposed to finish on the 30th. Make sure it's 30th of May. Put 30th of May in there. Put 30th of May. Click that one. Okay.
Okay.
So it has started. It's saying it's starting on that 5th of May. And
Mm.
okay, 30th of May. Okay, right. Schedule it again. Let's see what happens. I don't know. There's something that is not right there. 5th of May. Okay, right. So it has gone now. So he's saying he started on the 5th of May, same as that previous one, but it's finishing on the 30th of May.
Mm.
But it is red.
Okay.
So which means that activity is not critical
Okay.
because it started, but it's not finished. So
Okay.
you need to keep an eye on that activity
Mm.
because it's something that might affect you later on.
Mm.
So, but as you're walking through it, you will find that as you're doing it, anything that you link, as long as it's linked,
Mm.
as long as you started, it will turn blue. If you haven't started, it will remain as red. And then
Okay.
for the ones at the bottom, which are all in green, go to the bottom or go to the bottom of your Gantt chart. Go to the bottom of your Gantt chart. No, your Gantt chart. The Gantt chart is
What am I
where you
doing?
have the diagram. Yes, okay. You can see that all of them are not linked.
Mm.
So their dates are all the 5th of May and finishing on the 9th of May. And you have given each one of them five days duration. So you
Mm.
can change the duration. So whatever you like, that one, you can do that at some point in time. And then you can link them at some point in time. So that is your lesson 101 done. There's some course for you to do. So I don't know whether you
Is that course or assignment?
assignment.
Hmm?
There's assignment for you to do. So I don't know
Sure.
whether you want to continue with
No, no,
this and practice it or you want to
like
go.
I want to practice it. They give me some assignments.
Okay.
Then when next you guys are ready again, then we'll go for it.
Okay. So you can practice. So remember, remember your linking. You can link more than one activity.
So you want me to go to my you want me to do what?
You can remember what we've done in this lesson. We
Yeah.
practice go to, we
Go to.
practice scheduling, we
Okay.
practice using some of the shorthand key on the left-hand side rather than having to go the longer way.
Using hang on the shift
And
key.
then and then if you one more lesson for you to do, if you click on relationship tab, there's something else I want you to check to look at. Click
Relationship
on
tab, yeah.
relationship tab. It's very simple, but click
Yeah.
on the relationship tab.
Mm.
So click on that
You sure?
relations. Click on the relations.
Yeah.
Yes. Click on no, click on the button inside it.
Okay.
Relations. Yes. So if you look at FF, do you know what FF means?
Finish to finish.
Finish to finish. You know what FS means?
Finish to start.
You know what SF means?
Start to finish.
You won't know what SS means.
Start to start.
Okay. You never ever use SF in any project.
Mm,
Start to finish.
mm,
You never use that. I don't know why it's in P6, but it's never used. If you use
okay.
it, your manager will query you right away.
Values.
You only use finish to start, start, or finish.
We use start,
Finish to
finish
start,
to start.
and
Uh,
then finish to finish. Never make the mistake of using SF.
okay, no problem.
Okay, because in an interview question, when they want to find out how good you are technically, they will
Mm.
say, how many relationships do you have in P6?
They say three of them.
You say four.
You get four, but you don't use
Got four. But
mm,
then it will ask you, tell us what and what you have. So it's now meant for you to mention start, finish to start, or
start to
SF.
finish.
You
Yeah.
mentioned four of them. Something else I want to show you again. Go to the status tab.
Let's stick to there.
Yes. Go to constraints at the bottom of status. Go to constraints. Increase this a little bit. Go to move that up a little bit so we can see the bottom. Right. If you click on that primary constraints,
Yeah.
click down. Those things as late as possible,
Mm.
finish on or after, finish on or before,
Mm.
mandatory finish.
1 second, let me log off. Let me log off from up. 1 second. 1 second. Please enter your employee number. Call successful. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Sorry about
Okay, you're working.
that. That's my part-time job.
Okay. Which part-time job?
We get ticket.
Okay, so
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
now there they give people tickets.
Get ticket.
People for your area go they enjoy you. Shy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these ones as late as possible, finish on or after, finish on or before, mandatory finish, mandatory start. These are
Mm.
all constraints. I think there are nine of them. Scroll to the bottom. There are nine of them. You need to know all of them.
Mm.
There are nine of them.
The constraint.
Most times we'll only use constraints. That's will anything that will restrict you starting a job on time or that will make you to start a job on time, like mandatory start.
Okay.
It means that you must start the job on the 5th of May.
Okay.
Mandatory finishing means you must finish the job on so day. But
Okay.
most times we'll use start on or start after. Start on or after. We use
Okay.
that one. We use finish on or after. We hardly use finish on or before. Reason being is if you say must finish, that's mandatory finish.
Mm.
The job must finish on the 2nd of June. What if before the 2nd of June the project manager dies?
Okay.
Or what if by the 2nd of June there's a flood? Or if by the 2nd of June COVID attacks?
Okay.
That job cannot finish. So a lot
Oh.
of times we never use mandatory finish. You can use mandatory start because your manager has called you and say, no, the contractor must start on site. He's full
Okay.
of too many excuses. We need him to start on site straight away. You say,
Okay.
oh, but he's told us that blah blah A B C the excavator cannot be on site. The road drailer has broken down or something on the way. He said no.
Mm.
The company has given them the money and they must start. So let them start. Put a start date, a mandatory start date of so. But I'm telling you, never, of course, jobs never ever go to plan. Projects never ever go to plan. That one we know. It's only some jobs. Even the government, when they will tell you sometimes they put on the road that was certain work here on the
Mm.
2nd of June. Before you know it, that job is extending to the 2nd of August or something. So
Okay.
most times we use finish on or after, we use start on or after, we use start on, we use start on or before. Start on or before, that means the project manager lots of time does not like that because it means he won't enjoy the money he wants to enjoy. So he rather start on or before. You know, when you see them working on site, when you're asking them, so how's the job going? So very tedious, this, that, they start speaking plenty English
Mm.
because they don't, because of course, for how long they're on site is money in their pockets.
Mm.
Okay, so those are the things that you need to know at the moment. You need to know the status, the
Mm.
constraints. You need to know the
Status,
relationships,
handle status,
and then
constraint, relationship.
the next one remind myself or Pastor. I will teach you how to do predecessors and successor
Okay,
in
status,
an
constraint.
easier way than this one.
Okay. Then I'll show you my friend that has sent me that this thing, eh?
Well,
The I'll show you now. Good X. I'll start a new project so that I'll do all this thing myself.
okay.
Mm.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to send you something.
All these things,
Okay.
like,
So now we looked at what are you showing me this for?
so this
Okay,
that
this
this
is
schedule.
for him that
No, the
okay.
training.
Oh, this is what he was offering.
No, this not no. They won't give me for free anyway. Not free. Now this not just a schedule when they teach people.
Okay, that's what he's shown you.
Mm.
So he says building WBS. You already know how
Mm.
to build your
Yeah,
WBS.
yeah.
Okay, you
Adding
don't know how
tasks and
to do your
activities.
sub WBS. You
I
already
know to, I know how to do the sub BS.
okay.
BS.
You already know how to add your tax and activities because we'll be looking at the activities you have done. You
Yeah.
already know how to do your durations, activity type, level of effort, milestones. Okay, we haven't done milestones. We haven't done calendars. You already know how to do your activity links, which is the logic, the schedule. Okay, scroll down. Project and cost resourcing, resource loading, budgeting, EVM. I wouldn't teach anybody EVM at the
Mm.
beginning because
Okay.
it's just putting yourself into more and more difficulty. Once you say you can do EVM, it means you are a planner who knows what they are doing. Most of the people who do EVMs, that is costs, when you do cost and resource loading,
Mm.
that's end value management, budgeting versus forecast and all that,
Mm.
CPIs and all that. It means that you are an adept planner. So
Okay.
if you go for an interview, you
Mm.
can always say, because a lot of times it's not the people who do cost loading and resource loading who do the normal project schedules.
Mm.
Do you understand? They will say, if you say you do cost resource loading, they will snap you up right away. And then that's where you now start singing, that's where you now start speaking in tongues because you don't know what
Okay.
you're doing. So this is
Mm.
where EVM is not a good thing to put on your CV at the moment.
Okay.
You can put in, I do schedule, I do program and all that. You can
Mm.
do a project schedule baseline. Yes,
Okay.
the baseline is it's a photograph of where you currently are. As your plan is now, that plan that we have,
Yeah.
your plan says you're starting on the 3rd of May and you're finishing on the 30th of whatever end. That is your baseline. So
Okay.
we work based on, so that is a photograph of where we want to be.
Okay.
Photograph which the project manager and everybody needs to follow. That is your baseline. Then viewing the we looked at, okay, we haven't looked at progress. So
So
these things,
what I'm gonna
um,
do, right? I will
these things
start a
is
new.
giving you,
Yeah.
right, is good,
Yeah.
but it's not going to tell you anything about go-to and little things like that.
Okay. Okay.
Those are the things that really matter to show that you're an adept planner. He's not going to
Mm.
tell you about expanding, collapsing, and all that. So he's just going
Okay.
to do this one. Quite all right. He's giving an overview of P6, but
Mm.
going in depth into it, he's not going to do it. But we can still
Mm.
look at this as we're doing it. I can see that you've done some things here. But
No.
what we're going to give you to is something that you're going to be following and working on it. And then I'm
Mm.
going to be saying how you're progressing on that one too.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll start a new program. Then I start all these things you
Okay.
said that you told me to
Uh,
do.
yeah, so those ones I told you to do, you can use this what you have done so far to use your schedule, whatever that's this program here, the plan that you have done. You
Mm.
can use it to practice those things.
Mm.
But what we're going to give you to is you're going to start everything from scratch.
That's what I want to do.
That's what you're going to do with what we're going once it's ready, I will send it to you.
Okay.
You can start working that, but please don't send it to anyone.
No, 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 no. It's just me
Okay.
only. Me and me only.
Uh-huh. Okay, because when you bring someone for me to teach, that's what I'm going to be using with them.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. No.
Okay.
So when are we meeting again?
Um, because today is a bank holiday, it makes it really easy.
Mm.
Um, oh, on Wednesdays is not good because we have a program in the evenings.
Mm.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have program in the evening.
How about
I
Saturday evening?
suppose we can do Friday Pastor. Is Pastor still with us?
I
Hello?
think it must. I think it's gone.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm with you.
Okay.
Mm.
When is the next best time that we can?
We can let him know now because um
We won't leave it for that
So
long.
tomorrow. No, we won't leave it for that long. Tomorrow. No, but when I send you what I will send you when you start
Mm.
working on it,
Mm.
whatever you have done, I will send you
can
my
send it.
address. You have
Mm.
Pastor's email address, so
Yes,
don't
I
you?
do. Yes, I do.
Okay. You can send it to Pastor to say this is where you are, but you are stuck, and then we can take it from there.
I say it's more
So,
comfortable with you. I say you should now pali well. I say
so
So,
no the
okay, so I can send you my email address. So
uh,
when you get
can copy me. You can copy me too.
okay, when you get stuck on that, when you get
you want
stuck
me to start from the top, from the beginning, Abi?
on that one I'm sending you.
Yeah.
Not be whether when make I start from the top. You're going to be starting from it's totally new. You're going to be starting everything. This
Mm.
one we have been looking at is what you have done. So we're
Mm.
just trying to see how we can make it better. That's why we're
Okay.
playing around with it. But what
Okay.
I'm going to give you is where you're going to start from. It's going to go from the EPS to
Yeah.
organizational structure, breakdown structure, even
Okay.
though in most organizations you already have the organizational breakdown structure, the
Mm.
WBS,
Mm.
calendars, adding calendars to projects, 5-day working calendars, 7-day working calendars. Is going to go through the whole hogwash.
No problem. That's clear.
If you see now, we have done almost 2 hours
Yeah.
and we haven't touched anything.
No problem. If you send it to me, I'll start it.
Okay. All right.
I'll
Okay.
start working, and then you said we're meeting when again on Friday, or you
We
let me
can
know.
do, let's see how Friday, because Saturdays,
I think the best way, just finish what you have and
okay,
send it
yes.
across, and then we know we
No, no,
by then
okay,
we're still
yes.
working on.
When you send it across, I can just when you send it across, if there's any difficulty, I can just spend maybe 10, 15 minutes with you on Zoom, even if
Okay.
Pastor is not there. We can just quickly go through what you have done, and
Okay.
I'll tell you where you're making a mistake. That's if you get stuck. I can tell you where you made that's maybe 15 minutes. So it doesn't
Okay.
matter what day of the week it is, because the only time I'm never available is on Tuesdays at the
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
On Tuesdays, I go to work. I can still smell something burning. I still can smell something burning.
It
On
Okay.
says
Tuesdays, I go
it says a cooking.
No, I'm not cooking now. I'll leave fishing now. Yeah.
on Tuesdays I go to work. So Tuesdays are never good for me. And then Wednesdays, so because of the EIT training, I would say they never go. But Thursday, I can
Mm.
also do when you start going through, if you're having difficulty, I can do 15 minutes with you on Thursday from 7 after house fellowship. We can quickly spend. Oh, do they use the Zoom for choir practice, don't they? On
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, depends. They have to tell us when they're using it so that.
Okay, so we can just go quickly over what you've done after house
Yeah.
fellowship. We can just still use the same Zoom, continue on house after house fellowship. We do 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and then you can continue with what you're doing. But it
Okay,
will
no
take
problem.
you a while to go through it anyway.
Okay,
But
no problem. That's good.
yes. All right. Okay.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. You got my email address, right?
No, I think Pastor has got, you said Pastor has it or you have it. No?
That's what I say.
Okay, send it to me anyway. So I
Okay.
can, yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Appreciate it, Pastor. Not too
Okay.
much.
We
Okay.
thank
Okay.
we
Okay.
thank God.
Okay. Later.
All right
Yeah.
then. Okay. Okay. Take it easy.
Okay.
Bye. Bye. Where's my leave? Okay. Right.
Hello, Professor.